There he is.
There you go.
OK, pick up where you lost, Nigel. Go ahead.
Right. OK. I was saying it's not being ignored. It's being talked about constantly. Interestingly, the British public are now much more pro-Brexit than they were 16 months ago. Opinion polls show 70% of people just want to get on with it. The problem is the building behind me, occupied by our career political class and led by a Prime Minister who doesn't really believe in it. So there is a big attempt here amongst our politicians, backed up by the giant multinationals and Goldman Sachs, to delay, to water down, and ultimately to keep us, whilst outside the European Union in name, effectively still part of its structures. So there is still a lot more work to be done.
What's your prediction, Nigel? Within the next, say, I'm just going to pick a time frame, the next 2 years, will the Brits be out in the next 2 years?
I think we will have left the European Union legally at the end of March 2019. Not to do so would lead to a political revolt, the likes of which we've never seen in this country. That's how strong public opinion is. But they're going to wrap it up in a series of transitional deals that mean effectively we've left it in name only. That is my greatest fear.
Very good. OK, I've got to bring this to your attention, Nigel. I'm sure you're familiar with this, but there's a billionaire over here, stateside, Tom Steyer. He's launched an impeach Trump campaign. Roll that tape for our viewers here.
He's brought us to the brink of nuclear war, obstructed justice at the FBI, and in direct violation of the Constitution, he's taken money from foreign governments and threatened to shut down news organizations that report the truth. If that isn't a case for impeaching and removing a dangerous president, then what has our government become?
Now, Nigel, that ad, I'm sure you've seen it, is going to run in all 50 states. It's a $10 million campaign. Impeach President Trump. What do you think's behind this?
I think he's an even sorer loser than Hillary Clinton. Look, Trump won. There are no grounds to impeach Trump whatsoever. And I don't care whether he spends 10 million or 100 million. It is not going to influence the votes in Congress or the Senate. He is, I would say, whistling in the wind.
Before we close, Nigel, I just want to go back to something you said earlier. You're telling me that opinion polls now show 70% of the Brits in favour of leaving, in favour of Brexit?
70% of Brits, regardless how they voted, now think the government should simply get on and do it. And that is because some people have genuinely changed their minds. They've realised that these terrible, visions of apocalypse if we voted to leave simply haven't happened. And there are other people in this country, take note Hillary and friends, who are genuine Democrats and who, whilst they wanted us to remain, respect the will of the people. And that's why 70% want the government to get on with it. And it is just so frustrating to see a Prime Minister with no vision, with no passion, just taking it, at the moment, taking it nowhere, literally stuck in treacle.
That is in treacle. I don't think our American viewers know much about treacle, but nonetheless.
OK.
Molasses, I think, is the preferable term here.
Yeah.
Nigel, you're all right, and we'll see you again real soon. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.